Good evening. Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this live stream on a Sunday with Mr. M. Mr. M, how you doing, man?
Hey, Dvinci, I'm doing great. Bitcoin, 60,000. Let's go.
Yeah. I remember when Bitcoin was like at 53,000. People thought, that's it. It's dead.
We are
So
back,
bad.
right?
We're back, right? You know how it is, the Degen way. Yeah, I'm just trying to break out my. I want to see this chat here. I'm going to try to put it in the. Let's see here. Pop the chat out. There we go. I'm going to put this on the screen here, so I want to see all you guys chat. Oh darn! I hit the wrong button for expanding it, and now I'm going to expand it, and then I can see you guys chatting away. Hey guys, so let's just see. I want to know where you guys are from. Where you guys tuning in to watch this show? I'd be interested to know if because right now we're in the UAE, but next week where we're going to be?
We're gonna be in the US. We're going to fly to New York for a few days and then Nashville, guys, for the Bitcoin conference. So
Hmm.
if you are indeed going to Nashville, let us know in the comments because we can have a meetup, right? It'd be awesome.
Exactly. Not only in Nashville, but also in New York. We're going to be providing details of that meetup very, very soon. So make sure you stay tuned. You watch my social media. You watch Mr. M's social media. You watch, Instagram, right? YouTube, right? Or even Twitter to see what's going on and to join us in that meetup in New York next week because you don't want to miss that out. Miss out on that. Yes, it's going to be fun, right?
It's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited about it.
All right, so we have people from California, right? Morocco, right? Botswana, wow. Nigerians, niche. From Quebec, Canada, Quebecois. What are you doing waking up so early? The UK,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Happy Sunday from Dubai. All right, thank you guys very much. Okay, so yes, I've noticed that a lot of people want to talk about their DGen portfolio. We will have a DGen section at the end of the show. We're going to go over the news first, right? And talk about what's going on, what a whale's doing, and how to become a whale when it comes to Bitcoin. I see Japan, I see Poland, I see Iran. Wow. Turkey? Ooh, nice. Nice.
Yeah,
The Dominican
I'm trying
Republic.
to keep up with the chat, but there's like I'm clicking to put stuff on
Mm-hmm.
the stream, but there's so many. You guys are amazing. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And Indonesia. Nice, nice. I like Indonesia. Okay. With that said, right, guys, if you are in this Bitcoin space, right, and you have friends that you want to, you know, help out, get into the Bitcoin space, I would suggest you refer them to ByBit, right? But the links are in the description, right, on this affiliate program or invite a friend program. It's really, and so you can earn like $5 per user deposit. When they deposit $100, you get $5. Why not, right? And also, you know what? There are also other rewards, right? 30% commission, free commission, right? Get up to 1,500 per friend, right? So I mean, might as well, right? So you can like buy some, cool Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever cryptocurrency you like, because this is like a pretty decent type of exchange. Of course, it is almost like they provide full banking services because they do have a credit card system where
Yep.
you can actually get a credit card and actually start purchasing directly from your crypto. So there you go. There
Amazing.
it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the news. Bitcoin accumulation. Okay, let's see. Yes, of course. Well, because the wealthy people, they know what time it is. Right?
It's time to buy the dip in it.
Mm-hmm. Who's been buying up? Yeah, who's been buying up the BTC dumped by the German government? Yes. Well, it's obvious. People with money. Bitcoin went on a drawdown spiral in the first week of July, spiked bottom below 54. Yes, 54,000 amidst the uh, exacerbated sell-off by some large holders. I wonder who were they or Germany. Various reports using on-chain data have blamed the sell-off on German state. No, Say it ain't so. And Saxony selling the Bitcoin in size early in the year. Okay, yeah. Despite the considerable sell-off, Bitcoin has primarily held its ground, and bulls have been successful in preventing additional price drops. Yes, according to the on-chain data, Bitcoin standoff can be attributed to some whales, as many of them jumping on a price decrease to top up their holdings. Notably, Bitcoin whales added 71,000 BTC
Damn.
to their wallets this week. God damn!
And you know what's crazy for me, Dvinci? Fear was super low. I think we touched 25, the fear and greed index. So the German people are dumping Bitcoin, whales are buying Bitcoin. We are around $60,000 Bitcoin, and we are at 25 fear. Ooh, buckle up, guys.
Exactly. And just, I want you to know that these rich people, they manufactured this fear index down, right? They make this happen, right? Because one of the things you have to understand about buying large holdings of a specific asset that you know is going to do well, you can't buy the up markets if you have large sums of money. You can't. You're going to be the market. You're going to make the market go higher. They understand that. So they create fear so that they can get liquidity, because the only way you can get a Bitcoin is somebody has to sell it to you, right?
Yeah. And how
There's
do you
very
think?
few being made. Yeah.
And
on.
sorry to jump in. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about Germany going into the open market and dump 50,000 bitcoins? I mean, couldn't have done a deal OTC? Like, couldn't have find out a better way to do it without impacting the market? Isn't that sketchy? That out of a sudden they go, "Ooh, 50,000 bitcoin, skadoosh, dumped."
Okay. Does anybody believe that the government is being is controlled by the people who are in power, or by the people who have all the money? Choose. The people who actually are in the government are making the shots, and they're doing the best they can to help you as the small guy, or to help the rich guy. Which one would you think that that's the case?
Let me think about it.
Let's think about that one for a second. Let's ponder that thought. What would you think, Mr. M? Without being conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I would follow the money. Just saying, just saying. So yeah.
And since they needed to manufacture some sort of downward movement, they knocked on the government door, said, "Hey, I'm the guy who paid your campaign. I'm the guy that helps you get elected. You might want to do me a favor."
Gonna make them an offer they can't refuse, to quote the Godfather. You know what I mean?
Just say it. Okay? And if you don't believe that these people are in control, just look at the President of the United States and tell me, is this man making decisions for you?
You know what I've
Is
seen?
this the man who can make decisions?
I've seen a funny meme. I have to send it to you, Dvinci. Someone said, "Who controls the teleprompter controls the president." I'll send it to you. It was hilarious. But yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even comment about what happened to Trump. We're moving on.
Yeah. For all of my friends
All
in
right.
the UK, we do like they do in Tesco. When you are in Tesco, which is a big chain of supermarket, you have a cashier that goes, "Next." They go, "Next, Trump, next."
Yeah, exactly. That's what's happening next. Come on in. Anyways, what are Bitcoin whales and how to spot them? Key takeaways: whales impact supply and demand. No, really? I didn't know that. Wow, we got some pieces of information nobody knew. When they buy a lot, Bitcoin becomes limited, driving up prices. The price up. Okay, wow, didn't know that either. However, significant whales increase supply, pushing the prices down. No, seriously?
Massive alpha.
Special tools analyze the the Bitcoin blockchain to identify whale transactions. Okay, there we go. That's something new. Didn't know that, but I'm sure there are tools out there. Dramatic price jumps or plunges could indicate whales buying and selling large amounts. What are Bitcoin whales? Bitcoin whales are the big money players in the cryptocurrency world. Okay, yes, this is obvious, right? These individuals are organizations holding massive amounts of Bitcoin, giving them the power to swing Bitcoin price with their trades significantly. Yeah, I don't know, like Germany, right? Just saying. Right? Moving on.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, do we need to go over why do Bitcoin whales influence the market? Do we need to do that? Because if you need to know, right, we could always go to a smaller market like I don't know, Orc or even choose any coin in the what's it called in the Degen section, right, of the deck screener, like they're just freshly minted. Press the buy and watch the price move up 5-10% just on $100. You become a whale. Right?
You can be a whale. Yeah.
All right, so we don't need to explain that. Spotting the Bitcoin whales. While the whales try to hide their tracks with tricks, there are ways to spot them. Yes, I figured that they would also hide their tracks, right? Because you know what, they could spread out your money and stuff like that, so you don't have them interconnected and stuff. There's all kinds of tools, right, for that. The public nature of the Bitcoin blockchain allows us to track large transactions. Special tools, deep analysis can reveal whale activity. Whale watching services platform track known whale addresses and help investors see when these big players are on the move. Sudden price swings when Bitcoin price jumps or plunge dramatically, it could significantly signify a whale buying selling a large amount. Yeah, that's great. By combining these methods, okay, so whatever. Okay, what are these tools, right? Well, I guess we're going to have to find out ourselves. I don't know if they mention it in this. Yeah, they don't mention it in this article. So I would suggest for you guys to do some research, right? I mean, you know what? I've been talking to you, Maurizio, about us doing a separate show about Bitcoin crypto tools.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm talking about. You even mentioned a crypto tool, which is Jupiter, which I was quite surprised about all the features it provided. Right? You guys should check out Jupiter for your and go to the actual website and learn what it can do, because it can do a lot more than just buy and sell your assets. And so this is something I think people would like. So hit a 1 if you would like to see us do a show on just tools that you can use in the crypto space. But you would get a lot of people interested on that. Just like a dedicated show, whether weekly or daily or whatever. We can come up with shows every day, really, because crypto tools are massive.
Yeah, there is a lot. Yeah, and like you said, sometimes the most easy features or interesting features, you don't know they exist because you have to go and dig into the tool specifically, right? So I think it will help a lot of people not to make mistake and learn how to, basically have a better return on their time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, moving on. Bitcoin prices face major summer of 2021 style correction despite BTC whale buying. Whew, well, yes, Bitcoin whales have become accumulators again, but analyst says BTC is still at risk of another sharp correction. Yes, that is true technically, but this is always a positive sign, because I mean, if you look at we look at a long term. Let's just bring up a chart here. I'm going to bring up a bigger chart of Bitcoin on the weekly here. We're going to make this.
It's my favorite
bigger.
time frame, by the way, the weekly.
Auto fit. You can see as we were breaking down, we could have been really. This could have been a breakdown a continuation breakdown on the weekly, but because it's reversing, and if we can reverse all the way up to 63 before the end of this close, this is the most bullish sign, especially if the wick the next week we wick up even just above this wick. It's like it's on like Donkey Kong. This is called railroad tracks, and railroad tracks on a weekly is just huge positive sign. Well, let's just see what it does, right? But either way, this is still a positive sign if we can, like, because this is called also a harami, not the greatest harami, but bullish harami, and so you can still count this if we just get above the wick, and then boom, we can take this thing right back into this the 70K area, just like that. Okay, let's go back to the news.
Nice.
Bitcoin is at a pivot point as several on-chain metrics signals further downside, while whales experience the fastest Bitcoin accumulation rate in more than a year, according to the new CryptoQuant report. Yes. Well, I'm sure there are whales out there who, although looking at the technicals, and they might have even been painting the tape, that's what it's called, when you have large sums of money and you want to make the market look bad and technically look bad, you can do that, right? And you can move things around, and that's probably what they did. They painted the tape, and that's in order for them to buy in size, is you sell in size. Paper hands give to the strong hands. That's how it works. Okay, don't be a paper hand, right? Are you a paper hand, Mr. M?
Well, no, I've been buying the dip. This is a good time, and like you said, yeah, we could go down a little bit lower to 51.48, but in the long term, I mean, there's no question here. So if we dip down a little bit, I'm scooping up every single one of them. It's a good opportunity to buy cheap Bitcoin. Don't be like Germany.
Yes. Exactly. Buy some cheap Bitcoin. Don't be a German and sell your Bitcoin into the dip, onto the bottom, right? That's just rude. And on top of that, you know what? The other governments did that in the past with the gold. I remember the UK government, and back in the year 1999, at the absolute lowest price that gold has ever saw, the last low price, that was the last, they sold all their gold.
Damn.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
And then from that point on, gold went up and never went back. Never saw the low price again.
Wow. But do you know what's crazy for me? Like the German government, they didn't even bought them. They basically, it was confiscated. So it was free money, right? So they could have just left it there, or at least they could have sold a little bit just in case, right? And just let it ride. And if they would have done their research, they know that now we are in a cycle, in a point of the cycle where we are not even near the top. So why would you do that? I don't understand. Like, they could have spoken to anyone who understands a small amount in Bitcoin. They said, hey, you know what? Sell in November at least. If you want to sell this year, which is to me insane, wait until we get to November, because I'm speculating based on the data, but we'll see a pump. No, they just sold it in freaking July. I don't get it. I really don't get it. So
you don't have to. It's really simple, right? We've already explained why, right? Somebody knocked on their door and said, "You're doing this, for me. Thanks, man. Appreciate that."
Exactly.
So I need to buy that, right? Because
Make
I don't
it
want
cheap.
to buy high.
Make it cheap.
Exactly.
Indeed.
All right. With that said, right, you guys are like, okay, I can't afford a Bitcoin. I want a Degen option.
Nice.
Degen. I had a Bitcoin whale. I want a Degen option to buy, right? And it's not Peon. Peon is dead. Peon already lost the game, right? Those who are asking out there, the CTO, the person running the project, I found sufficient evidence that he was using. I found pictures of him in another group, right? Another what's it called? Telegram group, pumping another cryptocurrency, right? With my conversation with him about Peon, and yeah, that's a no-no, and I will out him. But you just go to the Peon's group. You'll find out who the owner is, and then that's the guy. You don't trust him. You walk away. If you see him anywhere telling you anything, you walk away from him. This is not. You don't deal with people who are dishonest. And yeah, if you have any Peon, you should sell it. Switch it to Orc coin. Yes, Orc has pumped again. There we go. It is back up. It was a little bit down, but I was expecting it to come back down a little bit. But wow, there is some volume buying coming in, right? But if you want to be a whale, right, you don't buy up here, right? It's the truth, right? I mean, yes, I'm supporting this cryptocurrency, and you're probably saying, shouldn't you tell the people to buy? Yeah, I could do that, right? I could do that, but I'm telling you, I have some cash ready to buy below here, the 61.8, which is right here. Okay, actually, you know what? It's actually, I have to put it to this level here.
Mm.
Is that it? That's the right one? No, that's not the right one. No, because this one has the lowest, has a better base. So I'm going to go with this base. There we go. Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to make this bigger. Oops, I'm going to bring this down, make this bigger so you guys can see that. And there you go. So 61.8. So let me just put a rectangular box. You can see that there's resistance here, right? And so you can buy like maybe just before that, because sometimes the market just goes, well, I'm not gonna trust the 61.8, but this is where I'm gonna buy if it comes down there. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? I'm gonna let it go, right? It is what it is, right? You just let the market do its thing, and you don't worry about what woulda, coulda, shoulda. If you're like, oh, I should have bought here, well, then buy here, right? Buy here now, right? If you want to buy, right, and because it may not come down here, right? That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say it's not a possibility, right? You buy a small amount here and DCA in, right?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. You can always DCA in, so you can't get it wrong.
Exactly. So whether it goes up, you win. Whether it goes down, you win, right? And there's DCA tools, right, on Jupiter, where you can actually program it in. Every day it'll buy, a small amount for you of ORC, and then boom. So you will get an average, whether it goes up or whether it goes down.
Yep.
Right? If you want to put in $100, you split up the $100 over 10 days, $10 a day, right? Because you're like, okay, well, I don't want to buy the top really, but you know what? I don't know. I don't want to wait and look at this every few seconds to put in my $100. Well, go to Jupiter, put in $10 every 24 hours, and then it'll do that over 10 days. You'll buy the average. That's it.
Exactly. And if you look at the market cap, it's 4 million. So this thing is going higher. So DCA into it now is like no brainer. If you, no financial advice, but no brainer.
Exactly. Yeah, right on. And yeah, also Waffles, right? It's doing extremely well, right? It came back a little bit, but you can buy some Waffles at 2bit.dvinci15.com. And here on the deck screener, right? Let me just take a look at this. Move this down. Make this a little bit bigger, and zoom in on that. We topped out at to almost the 2.8 cent level, and coming back from this upward trajectory. I'm targeting 5 cents, of course, right? I've already mentioned this. You can see the 5 cent. It's not going to come up in that area, but like that, it's not going to do that exactly that. this particular line, but in an eventual time, it will get up to basically 5 cents, right? And that's its target for this trade, right? And yeah, we're going to see some corrections because there's a high traffic area. There's people here who bought up here, and they they're waiting for the double at the 6 cents, and yeah, they're like, oh shoot, and they wanted to. As soon as it came back, they're like, oh okay, I'm getting out of this thing and done. And so they're going to dump the price whenever because they're not fully committed. They're not diamond handers, right? They wanted instant gratification. They didn't get it, so now they want instant gratification out.
Paper hands.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, don't be a paper hand, right? You got some waffles?
I do, yeah. I've been buying into DCA. I don't even look at the price, to be honest. Like, I look at the market cap.
Mm-hmm.
The market cap is my best friend. Like, I can see 24 million. I'm like, no brainer. I have my DCA going in, nice and easy, and it works nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and my favorite meme coin, not non-meme coin, is Me coin. It's not a non-meme coin. It's a game token, right? I think you've got some low prices here for you to be buying, right? So you can be buying this for the long term. You can DCA into this as well and see huge return because the market cap's really, really low, and prices will get higher for this Me token, which is the Medieval Empires game governance token. Yes, because I'm playing this game all the time, and I'm looking forward to when this thing comes out of beta. It's going to explode. So you might want to, load up on the cheap side, right, and just hold like Warren Buffett does, right? Be like Warren Buffett. Find good assets, buy it and hold it for the long term.
Exactly.
All right. So looking at another asset that you can buy, right? And I'm betting big, huge on this, right? You can see that we've pumped all the way up to almost to the target that I said, which is the 4,000-ish area, but we still have to see it. So this thing's going to reverse and head back up just to look at this area before we can reassess and see what it wants to do. But since you guys are watching here, I'm going to tell you a little secret, right? A video is coming out that's going to pump this thing heavy soon. And then there's going to be more videos that's going to pump this thing heavy from other KOLs very, very soon. So you're getting in on the action sooner. Right now, you're getting this information before everybody else does. So you know what to do. You know what to do.
Exactly. And hey, I'm stating the obvious here. You know when they say knowledge is power? Only if you action it. Because if you don't action it, ain't power. Right? So,
exactly.
Just saying that. Just throwing it out there.
You're just leaving that out there. You're just leaving it out there, right? Because it's powerless, your knowledge, if you don't do something about it. Let's see here. Where is my profile? I'm struggling to use because it used to be easy to go to the profile, and I can't seem to do it now. How do I do that?
I think if you have multiple accounts, if you have multiple accounts, they've changed it.
Okay, copy. There we go. If we take a look at etherscan.io, we can take a look and see how heavy I am. Whoops, I hit print for some reason. Oh. Boom. So, let's see. Damn. I'm up like 10%, right? Not bad, right? On my on this heavy go in on Peipei. I really think, here's the thing, I'm telling you. I miss Peipei. I didn't go heavy on Peipei. I only went small, few $100 mark, right? And yeah, I made some money. I made, several $1,000s. But this thing, I want to catch this one. this is going to $1 billion market cap. I'm not touching it until $1 billion market cap. So see it at $1 billion market cap. All right. Good luck. If you guys want to follow me in, you can. If you don't, just watch me. Watch how I do. Just stick around and watch. Stick around. All right. With that said, let's get on to the questions for the day. All right. Let's go
back
to the faces.
Yeah, the faces. Many people are asking about Peon, but you already discussed it. So if you have any questions, guys, now is your moment to ask them in the chat. I love what Aussie says. Viewer to ratio is down more than Solana. Come on, guys, smash the like button. That was really funny. Indeed, smash the like button. Indeed.
Exactly.
Let's see. See what the chat has to say. Yeah, everyone is asking about Peon, about Waffle, but we cannot cover everything, no? Already.
No, we covered Waffles. We covered... yeah, so thoughts on BRC20 or Bitcoin L2? Okay. Guys, BRC20 is just, a Bitcoin... it's just it's not even a Bitcoin layer 2. It's just basically a protocol using a Bitcoin layer, right? So you can do something on the Bitcoin layer, another stack inside. So basically, it's sort of like on TCP/IP, there's HTTP, right? You're sending text back and forth, which is a program, which is not programmable text, but it can be, but it's just markup layer, right? And so that's what BRC20 is. It's just like Bitcoin is the TCP/IP and BRC20 is basically HTTP, which is another thing that's on top of it that basically allows you to do create different tokens, create NFTs and so forth, right? So BRC20 is sort of like a what's it called? ERC20, right? Which is just a token, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then Bitcoin layer 2. Okay, so there's lots of layer 2s out there, or lots of layer 2s that are claiming to be layer 2s, and most of them are scams, right? Because I'm very, very interested in the Bitcoin layer 2. It is my personal opinion, and you could take it with a grain of salt, that no Bitcoin layer 2 should have an EVM, and here's why, right? EVMs, tokens, can be placed in your wallet and have malicious code. Same with NFTs. Same with all kinds of different assets can have malicious code. Your wallet can connect to other applications that are malicious as well and take everything. This is a disaster. We need a sort of like a what's it called? An Apple of an Apple walled garden, right? Of the Bitcoin architecture. So it can't have all these cool features that are available that anybody can program in and stuff like that, or else they're going to program malicious stuff, and it makes it difficult for people to actually join into the network if they don't know what they can do, because they might lose everything. And how could you have that? Well, so you need a Bitcoin L2 that's only a transaction layer with limited features, for example of that can actually interact with a what's it called, a smart contract based system, right? And so what it is basically you should have a means of bridging that's securely to Ethereum, right? Or Ethereum based system, right? So this way you can actually do the smart contract stuff, right? Just on Ethereum, right? Somewhere else over there, so where it's not dangerous. Where it's dangerous, but people can do it, right? And then Bitcoin's fast transaction layer is just about transactions, right? And you don't have to worry about, is this transaction going to steal my money? No, It's not possible. Do you get it? And so that's my theory. If you disagree, that's fine. But that's how I feel about it. What do you think about that, Mr.
Yeah, I
M?
think so. I think we will see a lot of layers on Bitcoin, but it's too early now. I mean, maybe later on, if you look into also inscription, for example, they got inspired by the the Ethereum NFTs. So I think we will see layers coming in, but you have to be careful because nowadays it's really early. And when you are in early, the risk of getting scammed, it's higher. So I agree with you. I think we will see maybe later on companies building on top of Bitcoin. I can see it maybe even layer 4 and 5, but not tomorrow. If you see what I mean, it's going to take time. So make sure you keep your Bitcoin safe and protected, and try not to fall for the 20% return, because there is always a catch, right? So you want to stay safe, stay protected, and if you want to play with some of your Bitcoin, make sure you're not playing with the entire portfolio. Just move your hold long-term portfolio into a hardware wallet, like a Trezor, for example. I think you have a link in the comments, by the way, with a discount or so. And then play with whatever you want, right? So,
yeah, exactly. All right.
nice. We got some good one. Yeah, I saved some good questions. I don't know if you've seen one. Let me know. I have a few that I saved.
Okay, let's hear it.
When the bull run is going to start? What do you think? What do you think, Dvinci? I think we are like 39% in the bull market, or 40%.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're in the bull market as it is. Yes, there's a little bit of ups and downs, and nothing goes up in a straight line. But Bitcoin does get into that zone where it's like up, yeah, a little bit sideways, up, a little bit sideways, up, and that's probably what you're looking for, right? And that usually starts around September. So there you go.
Exactly. And this one also, Jason is saying, "Hey DJ, how would you put 10K in Ethereum or Bitcoin?"
Well, I would put put it all, most of it on Bitcoin, maybe 70% on Bitcoin and 30% in Ethereum.
Right? I would have said the same thing.
What?
70-30. Yeah.
Why? Because Bitcoin's the safe haven. That's rock solid. Whilst Ethereum, although it's it's really difficult for governments to mess with it, it's not impossible, right? It is still. It's still like strong enough to withstand like too much government influence. So that there would have to it would have to be a massive coordinated attack. But since there is no massive coordinated attack that can do harm to Bitcoin, whilst there is a possible for Ethereum. So this is why you might want to reduce your holdings in Ethereum, because attack is possible. Okay.
Exactly. And if you really want to be filthy, you can do 70% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum, and 10% Degen.
Solana. No, you could, if you don't want to be full Degen, you can just hold Solana. That's Degen enough, right? I mean, that's not so Degen, right? But it's like, it's a play on the Degen, right? Because all the Degen stuff needs Solana in order to operate, right? So, so there you go. So you end up with, accessing this movement of everybody coming into meme coins without actually owning any meme coins.
Yeah, supporting the ecosystem. That's a good one. Yeah, indeed. VR is asking, what about Dvinci? Are you still planning to get involved?
Yes, I've said my piece on that. They're going to have to get to 25 million market cap. Then I can talk to them. Then I can be a part of the project. Right now, I just can't. I can't go into too many projects as it is right now to support them, along with a whole bunch of other ones. Right. So, they've done a good job, and I appreciate what they've done. Right. They're working very hard. They're an honest project. So if you want to buy, you can buy. Right. And once they get to 25 million market cap, right, you can help that project grow. Then I'll come in and bring my support. Right. Other than that, I do go there sometimes and say, hey, good work, guys, because you guys are doing good work, and so you're not a scam project. So good luck. Yeah, go for it. It'll take some time and probably a little bit slower, but you guys are going to get there.
Yeah, exactly. Alex is asking a good one. Is it best to compound Bitcoin or just buy and sell based on seasonality?
Well, compound. Well, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but if you're
Maybe like consistently buying, I guess.
just if you're talking about DCA, I think you should just DCA, not bother wait for seasonality events, right? Because anything can happen, right? Could you have predicted the the ETF exactly going off exactly when it did? No. So you should have been DCAing all the time, and then you would have saw that huge valuation. Even when the ETF did come, right, it dropped down, and that would have caused you to panic, right? So a DCA strategy would have gotten you in at the lower price.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, to add a cherry on the cake that Dvinci just baked, I would say I wouldn't worry about selling anything at the minute. I would think about 2 cycles at least. So 8 years. I would buy as much as I can with money I'm okay to lose, by the way. Always that has to be said. And then in 8 years, you, as if you forget you even have them. Like that's the best way. Because if you are thinking about profit before even you buy them, I think you will be, it's a roller coaster, right? So just buy, forget. You talked about multiple times a friend of yours didn't even know she had them. And you said to her, hey, you're a millionaire, remember?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend.
It's the best place to be.
It's like, bitch, you're a millionaire, man. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, she was. Yeah. So here's the thing. I want to point out that he said money you're willing to lose. It is not money you're willing to lose. It's money that you don't need tomorrow, or money you don't need next month, or money you don't need next year, right? I don't think Bitcoin will go to zero, right? No matter what, I think Bitcoin is the only asset that will actually see a massive return. So if you use it for your retirement and think of it as a retirement, you'll be golden, right? You won't have to worry about it, right? If you're thinking an 4 to 8 year term to see your profits on Bitcoin, then you will see those profits. Will see your wealth increase over time. Whilst you won't see your wealth increase in the short term, right? Hugely, you might see days where it goes up and you're like, oh my God, look, I'm rich. And then, oh my God, look, I lost it all, right? Or no, you didn't lose it all, but you lost a lot, right? And that's just how it is, right? People will freak out seeing their portfolios going up and down. But you know what? This is stock market too, does that. But the point is they try not to show you your portfolio every day, right? They just, show it to you every once in a while. Now, keep in mind that this is all in dollars, right? And then once the dollar collapses, it's going to be irrelevant, right? Bitcoin will be the money, and you'll be super rich because just having one Bitcoin will be like, what? You got one Bitcoin? How did you do that? Did you know that not everybody can have one? Did you know that only?
Yeah, it's already like this actually. If you think about it, one Bitcoin is $60,000. So, it's already in that category. I think not everyone can afford one already. So in 10 years, I think it will be even bigger. That's for sure. Yeah,
Definitely.
Let me know if you want. Next question. Next question. Yeah, I have a few one. Okay, Ahmed is asking, hey, Dvinci, can you do a video on how to pick a good meme coin from Dex Screener?
Yeah, it's really straightforward. Here are some key things let's just switch the screen. Key things to look out. Let me quickly point them out. Is the liquidity ratio, right? Has to be decently high, right? This is like this is like only 2%. I think it works out to be 2%. I'd like it to be higher, right? But that's only one thing, right? And then, the market cap, right, is also one thing that you need to consider. Then the holders, how many holders, right? Is there too many big holders, right? If there's too many big holders, which there isn't much here, then you need to worry. But this is like only like 80%. This was as high as 85% in here before. And so that's when I first got into it. So yeah, a lot of people, a lot of big money people started coming in and wanting to, buy with size. So yeah, there it is. And
Makes
so
sense.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I would
that's what
say
you do.
also, I would also add, be careful on going on random projects and just buy, because this is how you
Mm-hmm.
lose money. You should, I
Mm-hmm.
think, you should do a little bit of research before you just randomly buy a bunch of tokens. Otherwise, you just go into the casino and spin the roulette. You might be
Mm-hmm.
lucky, but I wouldn't advise to go randomly and buy stuff. Just make sure, for example, Dvinci told you already a couple of projects on this stream alone. I would do research on those instead of going on the screener and just buying random stuff, because that's kind of borderline degen, right? So just be
Yeah.
careful.
Somebody asks, can Peipei survive the next cycle? Yes. Just like Pepe, just like Shiba Inu, all that still Shiba Inu is still here. It's going beyond that. It's gone. It's gonna go. It's gonna blow.
Yeah, exactly. And cheers to Aussie Crypto says, don't forget to follow Mr. M podcast. Yes, I'm actually uploading a video tonight in 3 hours. Beautiful podcast. So I'm pumped about it. So
Yeah,
make sure to
exactly.
follow
So
it.
make sure you head over there to Mr. M's podcast. If you want to know how to do that, is just type in Mr. M podcast, right, in your search engine, and oh, look at that. Who's that? Who's that?
Pops
Who's
it.
that? That's right, Mr. M. How you doing? And make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell button, right? So you let YouTube know that you want to get that notification when that next huge video pops out, right? And you get that information from all these superstars in the industry. And we're gonna be interviewing more superstars in the industry when we get to Nashville, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm super excited about it. It's going to be so much content. And we have also a show on Monday. So if you are passionate about altcoins and meme coins, make sure to tune in, because I go live with Dvinci weekly and we go filthy degen, right? And explore the wonderful universe of meme and altcoins for sure.
Okay, so somebody asked, Dvinci A15, Pepe is going down. Why? Okay, the CTO of Orc saying Orc is going down. Why? I'm like, markets do not go in a straight line and only go up. They don't, and they're filled with people who are willing to take profits at different time. Right? That's how it is, and that's why prices go up and prices go down. Right? It's not like, well, it's supposed to be green candles only.
Only green candles. Yeah, not even Bitcoin has that superpower.
I'm like, what's wrong with you? Right? So just you've got an opportunity. Go buy some, right? That's just the way it is, right? There's going to be times when it goes up and times when it goes down. And that's when you just buy, you hold, you wait, right? And you be patient and things will turn out great. If you can't do that, do not get into the crypto cycle, right? Just go get a job, be poor, right? Because you know what? Honestly, I'm not going to mention any names. There's a person who got into Orc and ended up losing. She went from $2,000 to $100 in Orc. Why? Because she bought the top, sold the bottom, then bought the top again, and then sold at the bottom again. That's not how you do it.
Yeah.
That's just.
Can I remember everyone how you do it? Okay, you buy Orc, you sell half when it doubles, meaning you get back your investment, and then you let it ride. That's it.
Voila.
Yeah, and by the way, this is Dvinci's. It's not my strategy. I just like to remind you guys, because he's been telling me a lot of times, because I also been in that phase where I know, and then the market reminded me that I didn't. And every time you say to me, I told you, sell half when it doubles, let the bag ride. That's it. But sometimes you have to put
Exactly.
your face into it, right? It doesn't matter how many
It's like
times.
it's not that hard, right? Whether it's $100 that you put in or $100,000, you sell half. You don't get greedy, right? You're like, because there's always, because it happens, right? When you're seeing the prices going up really, really fast, it passes your sell point. You're like, what the hell? Oh, what? Damn, it's going even higher. I want to hold.
Yeah,
That's
it's all
where you
about
get
fears.
screwed.
It's all about fear and greed. Always fear and
Mm-hmm.
greed. Yeah.
Always get screwed that way. So, and you know what? It will always be the same, right? People will get screwed, right? And those who listen and do the right thing, they won't, right? If you sell half and you hold the bag and just go, okay, well, I'll let that sit over there, right? See what happens. You're gonna do well. You're gonna be rich one day, right? That if you, because then, right, no matter what, let's just say you sold half and you didn't sell any more, right? And it went to zero. You're still okay. You don't have to. You don't have to fret. Yes, you will feel ways like I could have had X or I could have had Y. Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Who cares? You're okay. You're not dead. You're not. You're not wiped out. You didn't lose your. You didn't lose the house. Okay, right?
You got the money back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Done.
yeah, exactly.
Let it go.
Mm-hmm.
On to the next. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys coming in today's show, giving me all those questions. Great questions to ask. Looking forward to you guys coming to next week. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, both our channels, both Dvinci J15 and head over to Mr. M's podcast. We showed you how to do that. And make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.